again. Senator Kittleman has been serving in the state Senate since 2001. He succeeded his father, Bob Kittleman, whose legendary skills in leadership and political advocacy have set standards in Annapolis that are still hard to follow. He represents the 9th District, which incorporates Howard County and Carroll County, two rather diverse communities, to say the least. He serves on the Senate Finance Committee, which deals with such complex issues as banking, utilities, horse racing, telecommunications, insurance, electricity. God, horse racing, electricity, banking. Did that committee get the short straw?
I think B&G's got some.
We'd love to have you, Alan.
That's not what Chairman Curry tells me.
That's a very challenging committee, to say the least. Senator Kittleman is an attorney with a practice in Howard County, and if you ever want to find out where he is at any point in the day, you can check his Facebook page. Last year, Senator Kittleman had a 100% ranking from MBRG, which is excellent because the year before that, in 2008, he had a 100% ranking, and has a cumulative ranking of 97%. Senator Kittleman is also the minority leader of the Maryland Senate Republicans. He loves to watch his kids play basketball, and unfortunately, he had to miss one of his daughter's games to be here.
I'm getting periodic updates.
Periodic updates.
We're actually losing 38-37.
Well, it's close. It's close.
Which makes it harder for me, because if they were losing big or winning big, I wouldn't feel so bad. But it's close. It's killing me here.
Once you're able to text her that you've received this award, then I'm sure it'll give the impetus to move on. And
16-year-old girls think that's right.
We tried in this caricature to capture the senator's love of basketball and his family, also the fact he's the #1 Republican in the Senate. And we want to thank you very much for everything you've done for Maryland business and for Maryland economy by helping the business, and we're very appreciative of it.
Thank you very much. I think I know what it is.
I know what it is, but you have to open it anyway.
As I'm opening this, I do want to say some thank yous to you, Carol, but also to Ellen Sauerbrey and Governor Mandel. Thank you very much for all you're doing to keep this going on. Rocky, you're an institution, and you've really made this thing fantastic. I appreciate all you've done. Got to say a thanks to Pam Clark, who's here with Lee Wilderman from Howard County Chamber, and some other friends of mine are here too. But I just want to thank you for what you're doing for business. There just aren't that many of them out there. And we had a hearing yesterday in the Senate Finance Committee on the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund Modernization Bill. And what was so great was that all the business groups were there opposing it together. There wasn't a division. The Maryland Chamber was there. Tom Sequella did a great job representing the retailers. He was there. We had NFIB there. We had the Maryland Restaurant Association. Not one business group came to support that bill. And what they said was, Governor, we would prefer to pay Schedule F, the highest rate, than to have a liability in the future that goes on forever. That we will actually pay more money if you make this change than if you don't make this change. And I turned to my colleagues and said, this is a no-brainer. This doesn't cost the state a cent. The employers want to pay what the schedule says to avoid liability. And so I'm confident that if the business community continues to stay together, if you don't crack, we'll beat this bill. We really will, but you've got to stay together. The worst thing that happens on the legislative floor is for me to get up and say, this is a bad bill for business, and the other side gets up and says, well, you know, the Maryland Chamber supports it. I mean, I can't go very far then, guys, but if they stay strong, if everybody stays strong, we can beat it. The secret is for business to stay together. If they divide you, we lose. If they don't divide you, we win. So I encourage you to continue doing that, and I thank you very much. This means an awful lot to me, because I know my dad was a great proponent of MBRG, and I think about him every day, and so thank you very much.